I didn't really expect for this to be an argument still, but clearly he thinks that Gear 5 Luffy can beat Goku. It's not closer than you think. It's still very far. We're just going to be debunking all of his takes. So let's get into it.
This is to point out the fact that Goku and Luffy have fought each other before.
They have. But can you tell me which Dragon Ball Z version of Goku this is? No, you can't. Because this is a featless Goku. Most of Dragon Ball Z's timeline, no, not Dragon Ball Super, not Dragon Ball GT, because they're not included in the crossover. Dragon Ball Z timeline are very split apart and very inconsistent to each other. There is the canon timeline, there's the Dragon Ball movies timeline, there's the Dragon Ball canon and movies timeline where they're mixed together. There's many different timelines where the movies are in separate timelines. There's the future timeline. There is multiple separate timelines, and we don't know which one Goku is from. And you can't just assume which one. So we don't know if he's stronger, weaker, or the same strength as canon Goku. So your take is all around irrelevant.
Due to Luffy's rubbery body, he is immune to any amount of blunt force damage from...
He really isn't. We see from the earliest part of the shows that any enemy 2 to 4 times stronger than Luffy can hurt him if he's strong enough, even without Haki. We could bring Nami into the picture. Even though he isn't, defeated or like his wounds aren't as serious as he were if he was fighting like a major enemy, he's still in pain. He still feels hurt by Luffy punching him. Just because they aren't as serious doesn't mean he isn't feeling pain, which he is. Yeah, so Luffy can get hurt by physical punches. You could make an argument that Ki can be used the same way as Haki, because Ki is literally just chakra and Haki with a little bit of extra spice. Since you mentioned that, don't forget to bring up that Luffy can't really hurt Goku since of the amazingly massive strength difference between the two.
I will be honest and say that Luffy will more than likely have to go Gear 2nd right off the bat, just in order to keep up with Goku's base speed.
Yeah, Luffy's not keeping up with Goku's base speed at all. Can Luffy move and erase time and existence? No, he can't. Can Luffy fight in the present and in the future at the same time? No, he can't. And we're talking about current Goku, so all the feats that he did in different forms in the past, base Goku solos them and does the same feat, but 1,000 times better. Current base Goku is stronger than the Goku in Super Saiyan Blue who fought Hit.
I feel like Goku will eventually get tired of strength testing with Luffy and will go into Super Saiyan.
No, he really wouldn't. Base strength is enough. You gotta realize that in the beginning of... Voice crack goes crazy. You gotta realize that in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super, Goku was fighting with beings who could destroy the universe. Luffy can barely even destroy a star yet.
Advantage Luffy directly has over Goku is observation Haki, as it directly gives Luffy the ability to see into the future.
So basically, Luffy will just look into the future and see himself getting hit while getting hit in the present, and then get hit in the future. Future Sight won't do anything if he's getting boxed up in the present and in the future at the same time. Future Sight, observation Haki, all that can't really do anything against Goku. He can't predict his attacks because he already landed in the future, and he can't block them because he's getting hit in the present.
Speaking of Haki, advanced armament allows Luffy the ability to damage his opponents internally while ignoring their outside durability.
That won't work on Goku. You see this cute little doggy here? He also ignores your outside durability. And guess how he got countered? With a key shield. So, two of the same attacks that do the same thing won't get through this key shield. If Lavater's attacks can't, Luffy's armament hockey can't.
Super Saiyan 3 gives Goku enough power to stand against galaxy-shattering forces like Buu. It doesn't give him any direct hacks that counter Luffy's immunity to blunt force damage.
Is that so? Majin Buu. The same Majin Buu, the same hacks as Luffy, made of rubber body, all of that. And you're telling me with somebody stronger than Buu was able to hurt him, but the people weaker than him, the same thing happened. They weren't able to even damage Buu in the slightest. The only thing that damaged him were slicing and stabbing techniques like Vegeta's atomic blast or atomic beam, whatever, who cares? It's Vegeta. Either Buu or Luffy, Goku could still damage him, and he could just use Ki the same way as Haki. Either way.
Will make Luffy incredibly unpredictable during this fight. And
guess who is also unpredictable? You gotta understand that Goku is a martial artist. He knows every form of martial arts on Earth. He's trained for these situations. And I already know some of you One Piece fans will be like, but he was unpredictable and still lost though. It was because Majin Buu was holding back the entire fight. Majin Buu was so unbearably stronger than him that even technique couldn't work on him. Luffy, and the strength gap between the two are way too big. So not only is Luffy too slow, which causing him to be predictable, but he's way too weak. So even if Goku gets caught off guard, his punches won't hurt.
basically impossible for Goku unless he pulls out Ultra Instinct.
He could use Ultra Instinct as all his forms, even in base, so he wouldn't really have to transform. Get your facts straight, bucko. I'm so sorry, guys. Please don't click off the video, please.
Goku attempts to punch him again. This time, Goku's fist will rubberize itself upon contact.
So does a key shield just not exist?
Uses Devil Fruit's passive mythological ability to turn his imagination into reality and imagine himself bypassing the autonomous dodging of Goku's Ultra Instinct.
Nah. When it comes down to this, I feel like there's three major factors that take part in if he gonna imagine himself being as strong or as fast as Goku. It's, can he comprehend Goku at all, his strength or speed? Can his body handle the strength and speed of Goku? And can Gear 5 handle the strength, speed of Goku? First, his mind. No, he cannot comprehend Goku at all. He cannot comprehend the strength difference between the two. Since Luffy doesn't understand Goku or the sheer power that he holds in base, he wouldn't be able to think up being as strong or stronger than Goku. Second, his body. First, Goku trains his body to handle all the power, and his body is strong enough to hold the power. Luffy's body would simply just cease to exist as soon as he thinks. Even if he can comprehend Goku, his body can't. Going even near Goku's strength, his body will give out and just kill him. Or Gear 5 would shut off as soon as his power just starts going up. So either his body gives out or Gear 5 gives out. Speaking of Gear 5, Gear 5 can't hold that power at all. Even if he does get the full throttle of Goku's power, the form would just give out like as soon as it happens. Like 1 second. This form is like a double-edged blade. I felt like I gave a good explanation on that. If anyone could give a better explanation, just do it in the comments.
Rather, a god that has the ability to warp existence to what he desires.
Ooh. I admit, you got me there. If only this guy didn't exist. Or Hirudegan didn't exist. Or Super 17 didn't exist, or Omega Shinron, or what's that guy right there? I forgot his name, but he warps reality and existence also, but on a way higher degree than anything that Luffy could ever dish out. If only Goku himself didn't exist. All these characters could warp reality beyond Luffy in every way possible, on some degree. Some can barely warp reality, still being stronger than Luffy. Some, their whole premise, their whole power is warping reality, still stronger than Luffy. And Goku has dealt with reality warping before. Existence erasure, existence warping, stuff like that.
May be wondering, can Goku just use Hakai? But as all of us who read the Dragon Ball Super manga know, even in the one recorded instance of Goku using God Destruction energy, he was only able to erase half of the...
I understand now. You forgot to mention that Hakai doesn't work on immortal beings. And the half that did get erased was Goku's half in Fused Zamasu. So it did work, but it didn't work fully because the other half was immortal. But see, when used on the same Zamasu, he died. But the key difference was this Zamasu was not immortal. And Luffy's imaginary powers won't work on Hakai because it's literally erasing him from existence. Even though it's imperfect, I bet it would work on Goku Black if he wasn't fused with an immortal being, completely killing him in one go. Now imagine a way weaker Luffy getting hit with this same attack. Yeah, he's getting cooked. Shout out to this guy, he makes very good videos, but yeah, I had to debunk that one. I admit he makes way better videos than me. I can barely know how to edit. But yeah, Goku still wins though, in every way possible. If you have contradicting opinions against mine, just go in the comments, say it. I'll go ahead, debunk everything you got to. So, yeah, I'll see you next video.